Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. We are traveling by book. If you don't know my videos right now, I have paint on my hands from last night still. We can't go anywhere. It is getting better. I'm vaccinated. I've had COVID. My husband's vaccinated. He's had COVID. So we feel better. But I mean, just as soon as you get a tiny bit more confident, you hear these horrible stories and things start shutting down. And I live in South Carolina, which politicized the good portion of the population politicized COVID, and basically our schools just got rid of the mask mandate for the kids, which freaks me out. Luckily, a judge had some better sense and put a hold to that freedom, and until they had a hearing. I don't know the ins and outs legally, but he did, thankfully. Um, our granddaughter is very, very, very tender physically. That page had to have a dictionary definition of minor, which is what I put on there from Magadon. And I almost messed up because I had another page loose. So right now we are in Vladivostok, which is the home of the Pacific Fleet of the Russian Navy. And Michael Palin, so I'm traveling by book. All of that to say I'm traveling by book because that's the only way I can travel right now. And he is one of my favorite travel documenters on the BBC. And these are old shows that he did, and this is from 96 or 97. And I didn't know he made books with him, so I bought the book on Amazon Books. Thank you, Amazon Books. It was very cheap. And I'm traveling his route around the full circle, which is basically the Ring of Fire, and by journaling. Just because I love traveling and I love journaling, and I can't go anywhere right now. And I am feel like if I were to stop, my process wouldn't evolve. And I still think it has lots of room for evolvement. Is that a word? Improvement. So these big seals are like emblems from the Navy uniforms in the Russian Navy. And I thought they were ornamental enough. And then there's also missiles and nuclear submarines and blah, blah, blah. So part of the Russian Navy. And Michael Palin did some kind of singing thing with the Russian Navy choir. Um, and he was very nervous about getting that done right and not to be, making fun of him. As much as he does comedy and did comedy, he also was a very serious traveler and serious about people's uh, traditions and environments. And I mean, I feel the same way. The more you get to know people around the world and their environments, the less hang up you will have with people. So yesterday I took a bunch of scraps and cut them down so I have circles and squares and just little pieces of paper that I've had hanging here forever. Um, and I made a huge dish of all of that stuff. So yes, Vladivostok, home of the Russian uh, Pacific Fleet Navy. And I just do a little tiny bit of journaling from his words, not mine. And I thought another interesting quote that he got from one of the Russian sailors was, now don't forget, this was in 97, says, collective security has replaced the Cold War. That's the reason for all these nuclear submarines. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I believe that. Uh, anyhow, I still have a sinus infection. That's why I'm kind of congested. Sorry. It's turning in from an ear infection to a sinus infection, even with antibiotics. Frustrating. So, anyhow, um, I like this one. I added another Russian nesting doll from yesterday, and I added a lot of scraps from those squares and circles that I cut. And then the Navy emblems I thought were kind of cool. And a little bit more of the Russian writing, because tomorrow we're heading to Japan. Get your sushi on. We are going to go to Japan. Um, and this is a pretty quick trip. I think there was only 6 episodes on the BBC. Um, and even though he was gone for like 260 days, they really, really condensed it. So it's just really highlights, and I'm not focusing on anything, just highlights also from what he did. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I love the cluster look, and having a good time. So, thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow in Japan for sushi.